The morning light filters through your kitchen window, casting a soft glow over the counter as you plan your meals for the day. You've been managing diabetes for a while now. Perhaps your body no longer produces insulin, or maybe it struggles to use it effectively, and you're always on the lookout for foods that can keep your blood sugar steady while nourishing your body. The little monitor on the table hums a quiet reminder of last night's reading, a touch higher than you'd hoped after that extra helping of pasta at dinner. You take a slow breath, wondering if there's a delicious way to support your health through the meals you love. Then your gaze lands on a piece of salmon in the fridge, and a thought blooms. Could fish, those gifts from the sea, be the key to a steadier, more vibrant day? Fish might seem like just another protein, but for someone with diabetes, it's a powerhouse, packed with nutrients that can help lower blood sugar, support your heart, and add a burst of flavor to your plate. The right choices can keep your glucose levels stable, reduce inflammation, and fuel your day without the spikes or dips. Today, let's journey through a day together and meet 7 of the best fish for diabetics to eat. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, trout, cod, tilapia, and tuna. And see how they weave into your meals, one bite at a time, to lower your blood sugar and nurture your well-being. Salmon. The breakfast glow. You start your day with salmon, its pink flesh a promise of richness. Breakfast is your chance to set a steady tone, and you've heard this fish can be a gentle ally. You grill a small piece, maybe leftover from last night, with a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of dill, pairing it with a few steamed asparagus spears. The plate looks vibrant, savory, a perfect way to wake your senses. What makes salmon so special? It's like a glowing shield for your sugar, keeping things flat and steady. Salmon has no carbs, nothing to spike your levels, and a good dose of protein and omega-3 fats, slowing digestion and supporting your heart. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this means no morning sugar jumps to wrestle with. Studies murmur that fatty fish like this can ease those early sugar rises a fair bit, especially if your body resists insulin. The omega-3s might even help your insulin work better, while also calming inflammation, which diabetes often stirs. You take a bite, the salmon's richness blending with the asparagus' earthiness, the lemon adding a zesty lift. It's hearty, satisfying, and you feel a little more energized already. Picture Maria, a woman who started her mornings with salmon, noticing her sugar settled calmer by mid-morning after a stretch of days. You could bake it with garlic, pair it with spinach, or keep it simple. It's your breakfast glow, steadying your sugar as the day begins. Salmon's easy to find, fresh, frozen, or canned if you're in a pinch. Your body welcomes its protein, especially when diabetes makes mornings tricky. You set the plate down, the flavors lingering, knowing this fish is your gentle opener. Mackerel, the mid-morning snack. A few hours later, your stomach nudges you for a snack, and you're on the move, maybe running errands or taking a break at work. You reach into your bag and pull out a small tin of mackerel, its silvery fillets packed in olive oil, a portable bite you prepped for moments like this. You spread a bit on a whole grain cracker, the fish's bold flavor waking your senses. Why is mackerel a go-to? It's like a savory boost for your sugar, keeping things even on the go. Mackerel has no carbs, none to spike you, and a good dose of protein and omega-3 fats, stretching that fullness through the morning. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this means no midday spikes to fret over while you're out. Studies hum that fatty fish like this can keep your sugar levels steady after a snack, especially if your body's resisting insulin. It's rich in vitamin D too, which might help your insulin work better. You savor the bite, the mackerel's bold, briny taste blending with the cracker's earthiness, the olive oil adding a smooth note. It's satisfying, mess-free, and you feel a little more focused already. Think of David, a man who started snacking on mackerel, finding his afternoon sugar calmer, his energy less shaky after a few weeks. You could mix it with a bit of lemon, spread it on cucumber slices, or keep it simple. It's your mid-morning snack, calming your sugar while you move. Mackerel's a pantry friend, canned for ease, fresh if you're cooking. Your body welcomes its protein, especially when diabetes makes hunger sneakier. You seal the tin, the day humming, knowing this fish is your portable lift. Sardines, the lunchtime base. By midday, you're ready for lunch, and you've got sardines on your mind. You're at home, or maybe at a cafe with a packed meal, and you've prepared a simple salad. You open a tin of sardines, their tiny fillets glistening, and place them atop a bed of mixed greens with a few cherry tomatoes and a drizzle of olive oil, a squeeze of lemon to finish. What makes sardines so fitting? They're like a steady foundation for your sugar, balancing your meal with ease. Sardines have no carbs, nothing to spike you, and a good dose of protein and omega-3 fats, slowing digestion and supporting your heart. For you, whether your insulin's missing or muddled, this keeps things steadier. They've got a bit of calcium too, supporting your bones, which matters when diabetes ups the stakes. Studies whisper that fatty fish and greens can ease those midday sugar rises a good amount, especially if your body's resisting. You fork up a bite, the sardines' briny richness blending with the greens' freshness, the lemon adding a zesty kick. It's light, satisfying, and you feel a little more grounded already. Imagine Sarah, a woman who added sardines to her lunches, noticing her afternoon sugar held steadier, her energy less shaky after a stretch. You could mix them into a pasta salad, pair them with avocado, or keep it simple. They're your lunchtime base, steadying your sugar through the day. Sardines are a kitchen friend, canned for speed, fresh if you're grilling. Your body welcomes their protein, especially when diabetes makes meals tricky. You finish your salad, the flavors lingering, knowing this fish is your midday anchor. Trout. The afternoon savor. The afternoon sun is warm, and you're feeling a slight dip. Maybe you're working at your desk or taking a break in the park. You've got a small piece of trout you baked earlier, its golden brown surface flaking under your fork, paired with a few steamed green beans, a savory bite to lift your spirits. Why is trout a gem? It's like a savory boost for your body, keeping your sugar and energy steady. Trout has no carbs, none to spike you, and a good dose of protein and omega-3 fats, slowing digestion and preventing those quick climbs. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this means no afternoon spikes to wrestle with while you're powering through your day. Studies murmur that fatty fish like this can keep your sugar levels steady after a meal, especially if your body's resisting insulin. It's rich in B vitamins too, lifting your energy when diabetes tires you out. You savor a bite, the trout's mild, nutty flavor blending with the green beans' earthiness. The pairing simple yet satisfying. It's hearty, flavorful, and you feel a little more energized already. Picture Tom, a man who started having trout in the afternoons, finding his evening sugar calmer, his focus sharper after a stretch. You could bake it with lemon, pair it with broccoli, or keep it simple. It's your afternoon savor, calming your sugar with richness. Trout's easy to find, fresh or frozen, baked or grilled. Your body welcomes its protein, especially when diabetes makes energy dip. You set the plate down, the taste lingering, knowing this fish is your afternoon lift. Cod. The evening light. The day's winding down, and you're settling into the evening, ready for a light dinner. You reach for cod, its white fillets tender and flaky, a gentle option for the night. You bake a small piece with a bit of garlic and parsley, pairing it with a side of sautéed spinach, the dish simple yet elegant. What makes cod so clever? It's like a light anchor for your sugar, keeping things even as the day ends. Cod has no carbs, nothing to spike you, and a good dose of protein to stretch that fullness. For you, whether your insulin's gone or just slow, this keeps things steadier. Studies hum that lean fish like this can ease those evening sugar rises a fair bit, especially if your body's resisting. It's rich in selenium too, supporting your thyroid, which diabetes can sometimes nudge off balance. You take a bite, the cod's mild flavor blending with the spinach's earthiness. the garlic adding a savory note. It's light, satisfying, and you feel a little more balanced already. Think of Lisa, a woman who started having cod in the evenings, noticing her nighttime sugar steadied, her sleep less broken after a stretch. You could grill it with lemon, pair it with zucchini, or keep it simple. It's your evening light, calming your sugar as the night begins. Cod's a fridge friend, fresh or frozen, baked in a flash. Your body welcomes its protein, especially when diabetes makes late meals tricky. You set the plate down, the evening calm, knowing this fish is your gentle close. Tilapia, the dinnertime ease. Alongside your evening routine, you add tilapia to your dinner. Its white fillets a blank canvas for flavor. You pan-sear a small piece with a bit of olive oil, a sprinkle of paprika, and a squeeze of lime, serving it with a side of roasted Brussels sprouts. Their caramelized edges a perfect match. Why is tilapia a star? It's like an easy base for your sugar, keeping things flat and flavorful. Tilapia has no carbs, none to spike you, and a good dose of protein to keep you full. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this means no evening spikes to fret over. Studies whisper that lean fish like this can ease those evening sugar rises a fair bit, especially if your body's resisting. It's rich in phosphorus too, supporting your bones, which matters when diabetes ups the stakes. You savor a bite, the tilapia's mild taste blending with the Brussels sprouts' sweetness, the lime adding a zesty lift. It's simple, satisfying, and you feel a little more at ease already. Imagine Paul, a man who started cooking tilapia for dinner, noticing his nighttime sugar calmed, his energy steadier after a stretch. You could bake it with herbs, pair it with asparagus, or keep it simple. It's your dinnertime ease, steadying your sugar with simplicity. Tilapia's easy to find, fresh or frozen, cooked in a flash. Your body welcomes its protein, especially when diabetes makes nights tricky. You finish the plate, the flavors lingering, knowing this fish is your evening spark. Tuna, the nighttime wrap. Before bed, you're craving a light bite, so you opt for tuna, its flaky texture a perfect choice for a nighttime wrap. You mix a small can of tuna, packed in water, not oil, with a bit of Greek yogurt, a pinch of dill, and a squeeze of lemon, spreading it onto a whole grain tortilla with a few lettuce leaves, rolling it tightly. What makes tuna so perfect? It's like a final anchor for your sugar, keeping things even as the night closes. Tuna has no carbs, nothing to spike you, and a good dose of protein to stretch that fullness. For you, with diabetes in the mix, this keeps things steadier. Studies hum that lean fish like this can ease those nighttime sugar rises a whisper, especially if your body's resisting. It's rich in selenium too, supporting your thyroid, which diabetes can sometimes nudge off balance. You take a bite, the tuna's savory flavor blending with the yogurt's tang, the lettuce adding a fresh crunch. It's light, satisfying, and you feel ready to rest already. Picture Anna, a woman who ended her nights with a tuna wrap, finding her sleep smoother, her morning sugar less wild after a stretch. You could add a bit of cucumber, swap in a lettuce wrap, or keep it simple. It's your nighttime wrap, guiding you to rest. Tuna's a pantry staple, canned for ease, fresh if you're grilling. Your body welcomes its protein, especially when diabetes makes late hunger tricky. You set the wrap down, the night calm, knowing this fish is your gentle goodbye. Tying fish into your day. Step back and feel the flow. Salmon at breakfast, mackerel mid-morning, sardines at lunch, trout in the afternoon, cod and tilapia at dinner, tuna at night. They're not just meals, they're allies, each with a role. Salmon glows, mackerel boosts, sardines base, trout savors, cod lights, tilapia eases, tuna wraps. Together they soften those sugar rises a lot, studies say, and ease the strain. Whether your insulin's faded or just slow. Maria, David, Sarah, they all found their rhythm, and you can too. Days rushed? Keep canned fish handy? Grill salmon ahead? Not a fan of one? Swap it. Haddock for cod, salmon for tuna. Your body's its own map. Watch your sugar to see what fits. Chat with your doc if it shifts your path. These fish flex with you. Simple, but strong. They're not magic fixes. Your meals, your moves, your rest still weave the web. But they're helpers. Swimming into your plate, filling gaps diabetes carves. You might find them in a market, a freezer, a tin, waiting to steady you. The night's peace. It's bedtime now. The house still, your meter showing a peaceful place. These 7. Salmon's glow, mackerel's boost, sardines base, trout's savor, cod's light, tilapia's ease, tuna's wrap, threaded through your day, softening diabetes' grip. They're fish, yes, but mighty, lowering your blood sugar, raising your calm. You dim the lights, the kitchen quiet, knowing tomorrow's another chance to savor them, one bite, one moment at a time.